Summer is here, and everybody, and I mean everybody, is going to be going to Disney World. Hey, everybody, it's Ryan from Ryan's Ohana. Today, we're going to discuss the do's and don'ts and how to deal with the summer crowds at Disney World. So, let's get into it. So we're not going to sugarcoat this. Summer is a very, very busy time for Disney World. You have everybody taking their vacations, school's out, everybody's traveling from all over the world, all over the United States to come to Disney World to have the best vacation that they can. And we want to hear, here at Ryan's Ohana, we want to make sure that y'all guys have the greatest vacation that y'all have. So let's get into some of the stuff that you need to know to make your vacation great. The first thing is the flights. You got to try and find the best flight for the best price from wherever you're traveling from, even if you're driving. You got to find the best times to go to Disney World, especially during the summer because, like I said, it is so crowded. Right now, Southwest had a deal for 40% off of all their flights that went into Disney World, and that was a great and amazing deal. I mean, you found deals for four people for $400, and that's amazing. That's an amazing deal on flights. But there's also different ways and different things that you can do to find the best flights to go into Orlando, because Orlando is one of the busiest airports in the world. And one thing you got to know when you travel to Orlando is that you're going to encounter a lot of crowds. You're going to have to be ready for any delays that you're going to have at the airport, because if you're waiting to take the buses into Disney World, or even try to find a taxi cab or Uber to go into Disney World, you're going to find a long line. So you got to make sure that you're ready for that and that you're not going to get frustrated. And that even if you can, try and book a car to pick you up beforehand. I know it may be a little bit more expensive for it, but sometimes that is the greatest thing to do, is to have a car waiting for you at the airport, so that when you get there, you can just get on the monorail, go to the terminal, and then you can get on your car and head on your magical vacation. Because everybody knows that the vacation starts at the airport as soon as you ride that monorail ride from the terminal that you landed in to the main terminal at Orlando International. The next thing you're going to want to do is find the perfect hotel for you and your family. DisneyWorld.com has everything you need to know that you're going to need to do so that we can find the best prices on the best hotels. Of course, the Valley Resorts are the cheapest ones you can find, and then it goes to moderate and, of course, the more expensive ones. But, of course, you got to find what's the best deal for your family. Just check on the website. Check to see what best deals they have for you. Right now, I think it's 35% off for Florida residents and 30% off for Disney Plus members. Find the best deal, and that's going to be your best way to save on your hotel. Of course, with the summer months, there's going to be crowds. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to find crowds in Disney World. That's just the way that it's going to be. It's one of the busiest times to visit besides Thanksgiving and Christmas time. There will be no avoiding the summer crowds, with peak crowds are going to be happening during the week of 4th of July. That's when usually many people visit, is during that week of 4th of July. But don't worry, you can still make your trip magical and doable. But the good news is during the summertime, the hours for the parks are typically more longer than they are during the off-peak seasons. So during the summer season, usually park hours will have extended times. Plus, you'll have some certain events during that time where park may be open to Disney World guests even later, which is amazing. But you can check out crowd calendars that are there on the websites, other websites that are out there. You can check the crowd calendars to see when might be the best time for y'all to go. But as you know, during the summer, it's Florida. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. The average high is in the 90s and with a lot of humidity. So you're going to have to pack the essentials when you're going. So this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about as one of the do's when you're going to Disney World during the summer. Is to pack essentially for the summer months, because like I said, it is going to be hot, it is going to be humid. Please don't forget to pack your sunscreen, your sunglasses, and lightweight clothing to beat the heat, and also wear a comfortable pair of shoes. I don't know how many times that we here at Ryan's Ohana have gone to Disney World and we have forgotten to buy our sunscreen, and I usually forget my sunglasses, and it's brutal for me. really, really brutal when I forget my sunglasses. Please don't forget to bring your sunglasses and also sunscreen, because that heat and that sun is brutal. I know it was last month we had went, and the sun had really gotten to me and I got sunsick. And you got to know when to take breaks, when to take rests, to get out of the sun and not be so much in the sun and be going to the parks all the time. Make sure you take a break, because you will get sunsick, and that is not fun, because it really knocks you out, and then you lose a day or two that you could have been spending at the parks having fun riding rides. And it really does take a lot out of you. That's why they really call Florida the Sunshine State, because it's really sunny there. But when it rains, it does rain, so you cannot forget to pack your ponchos. I suggest when you buy your ponchos, buy them beforehand before you go into Disney World. Buy them from your hometown somewhere, because it is cheaper than spending $10, $11, $12 on the ponchos that they sell there at Disney World. So it will be a lot better for you to buy your ponchos beforehand. And I know that we've learned our lessons before to not bring ponchos, and we've had to pay the $11, $12 for the Disney ponchos, even though they're really nice. But I wouldn't want to spend $12 every time that I go when it does rain. But you got to know, don't let any rain at Disney World ruin your vacation, because it is Florida, it is going to rain, but the rain usually clears up really fast. It'll rain really quick, and then by the next thing you know, 10 minutes later, it's sunny again, and it will not rain for the rest of the day. But there is that time where it will rain, and then it won't stop. But that's okay, because Disney has a lot of indoor rides that you can ride while it is raining, and you can have fun on those rides, like Rock and Roller Coaster, which is now back open, and you can also do Toy Story Mania over there at Hollywood Studios. And you can also go to Epcot and ride Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, because those rides are indoors, and Soarin'. And Disney World and Magic Kingdom has a lot of indoor rides as well that you can ride, like Space Mountain and all those other ones. And you will still be able to have a great time. I know there's plenty of times that we've went where it rained, and we've really had a really good time. But also, during the summer, there is events that will happen, like 4th of July, which will have amazing fireworks shows, and also Epcot festivals, like Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, which runs through July 5th. And then Epcot's International Food and Wine will begin on July 27th. And that means there's going to be a lot of opportunities to taste delicious foods, and it is amazing. And don't forget, there's also probably going to be some Disney After Hours events that you can go to, that you can buy separate tickets for, and have fun on your Disney vacation. There's also, in August, it's around August 11th, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party will be coming back, and you'll be able to enjoy Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So, let's get into the tips for visiting Disney World in the summer. One is to make sure you have your tickets and park reservations sorted ahead of time. As you know, next year, when you buy a day ticket, you will not need your park reservation anymore at that time next year. But as of right now, you still need park reservations. So please make sure that you double check, triple check that you do have a park reservation for that park that you're visiting at that time, because you don't want to have a mix-up where you have to stand in line at guest services and then you waste half your day in guest services trying to figure out why you don't have a park reservation. Next thing to do is consider purchasing Disney Plus. Now, Disney Plus is the system that took over for Fast Passes. It basically helps you plan your day to see which rides is the best ride to ride during that time, or what show is the best show to see during that time, to help you plan out your day better. And it also gives you, your lightning lanes for your certain rides that you want to purchase that are available for purchase, and the ones that you're able just to get a lightning lane for with the Genie Plus, so that way you can, kind of skip the line. So don't forget to purchase your Disney Plus. Also, don't forget to get an early start. Get an early start by getting there early. Of course, Disney World guests can get in 30 minutes before regular guests can get in. So with early theme park entry for that 30 minutes, you can go into Disney World and you can do a lot in that 30 minutes. I know when we went to Disney World this past time, we were staying on property and we got into Hollywood Studios and we were able to knock out Haunted Mansion, Rock and Roller Coaster, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, all within that 30 minutes because we were staying on property. It's a great thing to do to stay on property so you can get in for those extra 30 minutes and you can ride a lot of those rides. You could even skip all the way to go and do Star Wars Rise of the Resistance because I know that's one of the popular rides and you'll be able to get in there early. Now, make sure when you pack for the summer that you pack the essential items that you need. Like I said before, make sure to bring sunscreen, your sunglasses, and a hat to protect yourself from the sun. You're going to want to stay cool also with a handheld fan. We found some handheld fans for purchase on Amazon that were really cheap. They still work. We've had these fans for 3 years already, and they still work today very well, just like they did from the first time we got them. I suggest you do that. Buy one of those little mini fans because it does really help you when you're standing there in the heat. It keeps you cool. It keeps your body temperature low, and especially when you're drinking, please drink a lot of water to stay hydrated because that is the most important thing, especially when you're out in that Florida sun. Stay hydrated because yes, the heat exhaustion will get to you. And then of course, avoid dining during prime times. So unless you made an advanced dining reservation, the restaurant counts can be as busy as attraction lines, especially in the summer. You'll find the shortest lines, of course, during the off-peak hours. For example, before 11 a.m. or after 2 p.m. for lunch is the best time to visit some of those sit-down dining areas because that's not a prime time to go, especially if you're going to go before 11. We've done it plenty of times where we've gone to eat before 11 because, those lines can be very, very long and, you're going to be waiting there for a long time, especially when you're going to Animal Kingdom and you're trying to go to Yak and Yeti and you're going to be waiting there for an hour and you're like, man, I've been waiting for an hour. It's 12 o'clock. I'm not going to eat till 1 to 2. And then by the time we get out of here, 2:15, 2:30. So you've wasted pretty much an hour and a half, sitting down trying to eat. Now, also, you got to know when to take breaks from the parks. If you have a little one, you got to know when to take a break from the park. When we went with our little one, when she was 2, we had to make sure that we took breaks from the park because, she got so frustrated and she was just ready to go. And we kind of pushed it. And I have a funny story. We went to Be Our Guest. She was ready to go to take her nap, and we decided to push it and still go to Be Our Guest. And she was not happy. So it kind of ruined our little time there at Be Our Guest. But, you got to know, your child, when to take breaks, when they need their naps. And it's also a great time to, go back to the room, recharge, get out of the sun, drink some water, relax, maybe even go to the pool. Just relax for a little bit and enjoy your resort and, just really, really have a great time at the resort. You also have to make sure you allow time for entertainment and characters. Because as you know, Mickey and Minnie are there to take pictures with you and interact with you and have fun with you. So always make sure that you leave time to meet with Mickey and Minnie and have fun with them because that makes your whole vacation, and also you can take with your photo passes and have everything that you see on your photo pass. The last thing to remember is be flexible with your plans because, with large crowds and high temperatures, it's easy to start feeling overwhelmed on this summer trip. Like I said, just make sure you take a deep breath, go ahead and get some water, get shade, feel rested, and adjust plans if needed. And that's going to make yourself have an amazing, amazing, amazing Disney World trip. Well, that's going to do it for this episode here of Ryan's Ohana. Hope you guys really enjoyed this, our tips of going to Disney World during the summer. We'll see y'all guys in the next one. Have a great one.